YouTube, what's the vibes, man? It's your man Anythin. I'm here back with another video. We got something new and fresh. This Charleston White on PDP podcast, big time podcast, man. It's just something like identical in Joe Rogan lane. We got my man Charleston White on here, and man, he reaching new highs, man. Good to see Unc going ham, getting to it. Right now I'm recording on my Insta 360, long shit. And I be riding my one wheel, my shit broke, and I don't know why. And then you pull the stick out, that shit this long, and then you can record. So I done bought all that new shit and don't know how to work it, so I'm trying my best. You know what I'm saying? Let me see how the view is. Let me get some light in this motherfucker. Yeah, let me see something. A little light.
Trump is a win.
Trump is a win?
Yeah, Trump, name 3 bar fights we know Trump had had.
So you would rather have Mike Tyson as a president than Trump?
No, Mike Tyson's stupid. Yeah, power.
Nobody has a clue what you're going to say. You're so unpredictable.
The Democrats are very clever slave masters. They went and recruited the gays. That's Sergeant Dick Van Dyke. The worst thing we could have done to our military is don't ask, don't tell. Now, we ask it, and you tell us.
You give me the feeling that you watch a lot of WNBA. Is that true? Like, are you WNBA?
Lesbian women are not entertaining. Go get some hoes, they can play basketball. They supposed to be playing what she got on right there. They should have uniforms.
Oh, you're saying for them to work, play lingerie?
Yeah, in heels, run up and down them, click-clacking in them heels.
Very strategic.
It's all click-clack.
Want to meet, who would it be?
I want to meet the leader, the grand wizard of the Ku Klux Klan.
Wow.
Planned Parenthood is our new Hitler, our new Nazi group.
Tell me that.
That's exterminating strictly black people.
What do you think about Diddy?
He's innocent. I seen that
She's
video.
running.
She's stealing his bag. Give me my bag. Where you going?
You're thinking...
You get on back here.
You think this is okay?
Yeah. In the ghetto, this is normal. Fighting and fucking the makeup. Best boy guy in the world. They make songs about it.
Did you ever think you would make it? Still so sleep with Chloe. You know this life be a phony.
What you have, the future looks bright.
15.
Charleston White, how you doing?
I'm doing well, sir. How you doing today?
Very good. We're finally doing this, huh? We're sitting and talking.
I think your team and my management been talking probably almost a year to make this happen. So yeah.
Well, like I told you earlier when you came in, I said, I wish you knew how many people here consume your content. They love what you have to say, because I think one of the things that's most interesting about you is anybody can ask you any question, and nobody has a clue what you're going to say. You're so unpredictable.
I don't like to know. I like to be ambushed in interviews.
You like to be ambushed in interviews?
Yeah, I don't like to know what's going to be asked. I like to be ambushed because I can give you an explanation for everything I've said.
Yeah.
You may not.
That's what I like about him. I been said that before he even explained himself. That man can give you an explanation to everything he ever said. That separate him from a lot of shit and a lot of people. I be in real life having real conversations with real people, and motherfuckers be talking. And I ask them how and why, and I question them on what they saying, and they get an attitude from me asking them to explain a point. Motherfucker, if you can't explain your point, a person got the right to call you a lying ass nigga like that. Your shit, instead of me saying, shut the fuck up, your shit don't make no sense, bro. You don't know what the fuck you talking about. You should explain yourself and what the fuck you mean. What you mean by that. Prove that. What type of evidence? A lot of people in real life, bro, they cannot explain their fucking point, nigga. Growing up, I always ask my mom and daddy, why? How? I mean, not to be a smart addict, but not, if you a child, you don't know nothing, and something was to go on, you ask questions. And then my mom and daddy always say, cause I said so, don't question me. Yeah, your motherfucking ass don't know. If you don't know, say you don't know. A lot of people in New York, even when I deal with girls, bro, they will not admit that I don't know. I be on the phone with my lawyers, my fucking my doctors, and my what type of business, like lawyers and doctors and anybody that's important, like customer service representative, you know what I'm saying, about, I got workers' comp case, nigga, I got all type of shit going on. And I be asking questions, and I'm smart enough to listen to them to see if they ask my question. A lot of times you ask a person what time it is and they'll tell you the date. Bitch, I ain't asked you the date. I asked you what time it was. So one thing I love about Charleston White, man, off the rip, if you ask him a question, he'll tell you, and he'll tell you why, he'll tell you how, he'll give you facts, he'll give you evidence, he'll give you proof, he'll give you an example, he'll give you another example, he'll give you another personal life experience so you can understand his point. I love people that talk like that, like they can explain their point when they speaking though. I love that shit. I love that shit. It make all the sense in the world, bro. You know what I'm saying? Because you can ask him any question and he'll tell you. If he don't know, he'll say he don't know. Real talk, that's fair.
Yeah, but there's a reason behind it.
Right.
So I'm just not on here saying things. So I like to be put under pressure. And
have you always been like this?
Yes, sir.
Since you were a kid?
I fell in the washing machine when I was 5 years old. I snuck outside.
In the washing machine?
I fell in the washing machine when I was 5 years old.
Intentionally, or somebody pushed you?
I fell in. I was getting ready to jump off.
Yeah.
So my mother was upstairs asleep. I snuck outside, me and my cousin. We went to the laundromat. I was jumping up and down on the washer and fell in as the cycle was on spin.
Holy shit.
So I broke everything from my waist down. So I was immobile for probably almost 2 years. Just laying on my back in the body.
Damn, I ain't know that. That motherfucker said he snuck out and went to the laundromat. His mom was upstairs. God damn. See, motherfuckers was bad as hell as kids. I wasn't bad, bro. And then I was good as a kid, and ain't shit came from being good. It's amazing how you can be bad as hell, do all the wrong shit, and have your life just be blessed like a motherfucker. You have all these great opportunities, but that's a whole other story. But he didn't say he snuck out the crib and went to a laundromat. I ain't knew that. I thought he was at the crib jumping on his shit, but jumping on the washing machine at the house. I ain't know he snuck out. You know how much heart you gotta have to sneak out the crib at 5?
Yes. At the age of 5 years old, I learned how to walk in a body cast with a full body cast. Just
at 5 to 7 years old.
Yeah. And then I put my eye out at 8 or 9.
How'd you do that?
Playing with a homemade slingshot. So I took a pencil, a rubber band, got ready to shoot the rubber band, and the pencil flicked back and poked me in the eye. So that's what we did.
And this is in Fort Worth?
This is in Fort Worth, yeah. So I fell in the washing machine at 5, had to learn how to rewalk again. So by 8 or 9, I done injured my eye. I was a very ambitious kid, adventurous, but in some household they might say that's a bad child. He won't sit his butt down nowhere. So there's adjectives and traits that a kid gets, but a jacket would get placed on him because he's always in the city breaking stuff. Yeah. So I was that kid that was always in the stuff as well.
I was too though, but I wasn't bad though. I was always into some shit. Cause when you young or the only child, and you ain't got nothing to play with. I ain't got no cable at grandma crib. You ain't got nothing to play with. You ain't got no games. You gonna find some shit to get into. Like you gonna find, and then you raised by grandma raising you, while mama at work, and daddy don't know what the fuck daddy ass at. Daddy out doing daddy shit. His ass probably at work too, but you don't know where the fuck his ass at. But he was in my life though. But when your ass with grandma, you at grandma's house, you be doing all kind of shit. Boy, stop that. Get from them brother day. Stop doing that. Y'all quit busting them. We used to bust bottles, all type of shit, man.
Hurt myself. So they labeled me as being injured prone. Y'all was gonna hurt yourself. I was just a braveheart, jump off a building, and that's what boys did.
And are you from a big family? A lot of brothers? I'm
from a big, it was just me and my brother, but I got a lot of cousins.
You got a lot of cousins. I got a lot of cousins. Are you older brother or younger?
I'm the younger. I'm the baby.
You're the baby.
Yeah, I'm the mascot of the family.
You're the mascot of the family. Okay, so then what happened? I think at 14 years old, you got in trouble at 14 years old.
Yeah. So I spent from age 8 to 9. I had 9 eye surgeries. So I'm not the institutionalized kid, except I wasn't institutionalized in prison. I was institutionalized in the hospitals, because I was always injured and having surgery. So you got to think I had 9 eye surgeries. So I never really got to go to school a whole full school year, probably up until the 6th, 7th grade. I had a private tutor really up until like the 3rd or 4th grade, because I'm always in. So I was directly taught one-on-one. So that's why at times you
directly taught that one-on-one, that real shit. That's why he's so damn smart. That's why he's so smart. that's why he telling his story to tell you how he became so damn smart. That one-on-one coaching and teaching is a motherfucker. That what all kids need, one-on-one teaching. If you a parent and you can't send your child to school for one-on-one teaching, he need a private tutor at the crib, or your ass need to spend your life and your time teaching your child one-on-one. And one thing I did get one-on-one teaching from grandma, like from 0 to 12, grandma taught me. I sat down, she sat down. I'm being still, she being still. She looking at me, I'm looking at her. She teaching me, telling me, showing me, teaching me, telling me. And you know what I'm saying? You're teaching me, telling me day after day, day after day, day after day. So I got grandma, I got great grandma, I got Uncle Spook, I got Uncle Carl, Cousin Carl, and I got all my older cousins. So my older cousins was 20 years older than me. And one of my uncles was 30 years older than me. Then my grandma kids was 50 years older than me. And then grandma, damn near 80 years old. Grandma raised me when she was in her 70s and her 80s. So that's where I get my game from. You know what I'm saying? Grandma and great grandma and grandma kids, you know what I'm saying? And you know, you watch a lot of movies and shit. You learn as a kid from certain movies. And then you know raps and you know movies and shit. That's how you learn. That's how you learn the game. A lot of people ain't really learn the game. A lot of motherfuckers just outside doing wrong, and they ain't had nobody to guide them or teach them or show them the way, type of shit. So thank God for that. That one-on-one teaching is a motherfucker.
He seemed very educational, articulate. When I was reading books at a very early age in life.
What were you reading?
And reading books. I mean, you know, you would think reading books is corny, but that you talk better and read, and you talk better and know more by reading books because the information in books. So he already got an advantage over people by being taught one-on-one.
One of the first books that I can recall reading, but don't remember reading it, but I know the information about John Brown. So when I first broke my leg, my mother hired this young, pretty white tutor that used to come tutor me throughout the day. That's where I started having crushes on white women from.
From this tutor?
From the tutor, yeah.
Now, did anything happen between you and the tutor?
Well, I was 5 years old. But as a kid, you have a crush on your teacher.
But now later on in life, you guys
I don't even know who she is to this day. She's a ghost. She's like a ghost, an angel.
But a beautiful ghost.
Well, all I remember is she was very pretty. She was very compassionate, nurturing, and kind.
And so your tutor's the reason why you like white girls?
My daddy.
What, your daddy?
He had a white woman. Then my daddy had a white woman. And the only time that I can ever remember spending a weekend with my dad, she was there. He was going to work, so it was me and her. She was very loving, very kind. So that's all I knew. So when my mother, when we started going into the middle class neighborhood, my mother worked in General Motors in the early 80s, you know, the blue collar workers, the backbone of America. So
right.
the middle class was very vibrant and thriving. So I didn't grow up in a Section 8 community. I grew up in a middle class neighborhood.
In Fort Worth?
In the suburb of Fort Worth. I was born in Fort Worth, but I grew up in Arlington.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I was born in Fort Worth, but I grew up in Arlington.
I used to live in Plano for 5 years.
Okay, so I've never seen violence in the community. I've never seen...
As a kid?
As a kid, I've never seen it.
Wow.
Yeah, I've never seen my mother get beat up, jumped up. I've never seen it. I've never seen people shoot guns.
Me too, though. I ain't gonna lie. We ain't seen that shit. We ain't seen people... We heard about our cousins and older uncles fighting and shit, but I ain't gonna lie, growing up where I grew up, I grew up kind of like on my own family road. And when my uncle just passed in November, my other uncle came and gave us some history about how all our family coincidentally stay on the road because we supposed to own that road, but something happened with some white people and they black people don't know the right thing to do, and they got it taken from us. But that's why most of I got grandma right here, mama right here, cousin right here, uncle right here, other uncle down there, other uncle. So I got uncles and everybody stay on our road, on the main road. So I ain't really seen violence neither though. I ain't gonna lie. We ain't seen gunshots. Niggas be like they hear gunshots all the time. We ain't heard gunshots. We ain't seen people die. We ain't seen none of that shit. So we ain't even grew up like that, bro. I ain't even gonna lie. That's why I ain't no violent motherfucker, cause I ain't grew up around that shit. I grew up around, you know what I'm saying, grandma, loving, family, sports. We played sports, and you know, always running, always playing, always, you know what I'm saying, 4-wheeler dirt bikes and go-karts and shit like that, bikes and shit, tree shade up under the tree. But I ain't gonna lie, I ain't grew up on no with violence though. I can't say that. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people say they grew up around violence, hearing gunshots and shit, used to seeing people die. That shit'll fuck your head up as a child, but me, I ain't grew up around that. I can't even lie.
On television.
Unbelievable. So what happened at 14?
Watching television. Me and so let me just, I had a little man complex. Small guy, so you gotta think. Fall in the washing machine, so my legs is real skinny, can't play football, had to learn how to re-walk again. Mom is overly protective, I might hurt myself again, but I can play football fast, and I'm a Braveheart. Then I put my eye out. So now that limits me from playing basketball, so now they treat me like a handicap. That's what make me start rebuilding. Man, I ain't no handicap, because in my mind, because I lost my eye so early, the human body can adjust and adapt.
Right.
It's a three-legged dog can. So I became a three-legged dog that can still bark and fight and scrap with the other dog. But I had a secretly inferiority complex, insecure about my eye. So you couldn't ask me what's wrong with your eye. I sock you in your eye.
Damn. That's some real shit too. You know what I'm saying? Small man complex. A lot of people got that. Boosie got that. A lot of niggas got that shit. That ain't funny though, but you know what I'm saying? I was skinny too though. I always was skinny. I was always the smallest one, the skinniest one. My grandma used to tell me, boy, you got poems. She used to tell me and my cousin that. And we still got poems to this day. Poems. And she say, so grandma tell you got poems, your mama tell you got a bird chest. So, you know what I'm saying? I grew up around the truth, the real raw truth, but I ain't gonna lie, that never made me insecure. Make me think I'm lacking of, because I knew what I had. So most people focus on the stuff that they don't have, but the stuff that I have. So basically, this how a young man should think. If you short and other people tall, the other people that's tall might be can't think. You the nigga that can think. So if they can think and you can't really, if the other people smart and you ain't really that smart, you probably the guy that know how to make some money. They so damn smart that they don't know how to make no money. So I always knew that if you got advantages, you also got disadvantages. If you got weaknesses, you also have strengths. Everybody have weaknesses and everybody have strengths. You know what I'm saying? That's just how it is. And I learned earlier that if you get 4 shoes for school and I get 1, by the time 2-3 months pass by, my Air Force One's still brand new. You done fucked up all your shoes in 2-3 months. So I realized that even if a person is better than me, stronger than me, faster than me, I always got something, or I am somebody that's better than you. Just like you better than me at certain things, I'm better than you at certain things. So I think everybody like that, and most people need to find out they strengths and stop worrying about weaknesses. And this the cold part about weaknesses. If you find out your weaknesses, like okay, my weaknesses, just say if I got poems, bird chest. If I was insecure about that shit, get your ass in the gym. Most niggas in the gym is insecure. That's why they lifting the whole damn gym and lifting 1,000 pounds and shit. Them boys probably had something worse happen to them. That's why, or they probably just doing it because they doing it. But you can always work on your weaknesses and turn it into strengths. That's a strength. Most people ain't got the ability and ain't got the mindset to work on their weaknesses. So that's an advantage you can have over somebody instead of just walking around life like worried and thinking people better than you and they got more than you, but they got something that you don't.
Teach everybody else don't bother me by my eye. I didn't know how to deal with the insecurity as a kid, right? So a lot of times.
Another thing, most men and boys be fighting because they're insecure. I ain't never really fought. I ain't never had to fight. I ain't never was no fighting motherfucker. I learned during school and after school that most people that's fighting all the damn time, they insecure, bro. They feel like you better than them, so they gonna beat your ass. You know what I'm saying? And don't be a nigga that'll beat your ass and you better than them. You really a win-win. So another thing, like, you ain't gotta fight to express your feelings, like, you know what I'm saying? Because you can just fight back with your words. You can just, if somebody says something, you say something back. You ain't gotta fight. You ain't gotta put your hands on them, because that's just taking it to another level. And that mean that is a weak. I always thought that was weak. If somebody say shut up and the person that was told shut up hit a person, I feel like the person that's weak. I feel like the person that threw a lick is weak. Like, if y'all both clowning each other and you can't take a joke and he want to fight, I feel like the nigga that want to fight is the weak one, because you can't take a joke. Niggas just playing, and even if they playing, like, you can't. You gotta learn how to play back. So I learned that men that fight can't think, and niggas that don't fight think. Because a lot of times you can just think yourself out of a situation if you just use your damn head and use your brain and just.
I might hide behind it as an excuse. Start some shit. Say, man, you talking about my eye. So
you were an instigator.
Yeah, I was a shit starter. Very, very, very much so. But with no hate. You always got a kid that's always antagonized. Yeah. I was an antagonistic, like I am on the internet now. So that was a childhood trait. So I was very smart, articulate in school, always did well, but I just couldn't play well with others. I'm a natural born leader. And because I'm small, I have to stand up to big guys who think, yeah. So the small guy is always the leader out of the groups. Napoleon was. Any big guy ain't always the leader until you go to prison.
Really?
Yeah.
Trump is tall. You don't think like, you know.
Trump is a weenie.
Trump is a weenie?
Yeah, Trump, name 3 bar fights we know Trump done had.
Well, no, he said in an interview with Logan Paul he's never been in a fist.
That's what I'm talking about. He's a weenie.
So you think if you've never been in a fist
as a man,
yeah,
you don't have no physical strength and ability to defend yourself as a man with no weapons. You gotta have some kind of skills, or you're a weenie.
Really?
What if you got a wife and kids, and you can't, and somebody messing with your wife at the restaurant, and you ain't got your gun on it, and you ain't never been punched in the nose? How you know you can take a punch? Talking shit.
Interesting. So you think if someone's never been punched in the face, they're not qualified to be a president?
No. Especially when you got world leaders like Putin. Putin came up in the KGB, early days of it. He's worked his way up through the ranks. And it's documented he have killed people. Trump ain't never killed nobody. We need leaders, the generals of the army and military men to match our world leaders. That's why I don't nobody respect our leaders. These are politician men that could play football, wasn't high school jocks, that was nerds and barking like they men to the world. They weenies. You don't have no hand-to-hand combat skills as a man, but you want to stand before all these other men who are trained mixed martial artists from Kim Jong. Man, they'll kick our ass.
So you would rather have Mike Tyson as a president than Trump?
No. Mike Tyson's stupid. Mike Tyson's stupid. You've been hit in the head too many times.
This is why I canceled my DoorDash subscription.
I gotta agree with that though. You gotta be, and see, like, I'm a nigga that I don't, but we've been physical, you know what I'm saying? We can get physical, but we ain't about to start no shit. You know what I'm saying? We're in the shit. We'll start the fighting, but we ain't finna start the altercation. Like, we ain't finna, you know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna start no trouble, but we gonna start the physical part. Cause you wanna, if you and a man talking, you as a man got to know, okay, this shit about to go left, and if I don't punch his ass first in the face, he gonna get me. And like I said, I ain't butt so damn big, so you gotta bust off first. If you, like you said, if you ain't got no gun on you, or you with your wife and kid, you gotta fight. Like, that's why it's important. That's why I don't even go with, man, you gotta be willing, you gotta be ready, bro. And if your ass ain't ready, your ass better get ready. You know what I'm saying? Because the shit go pop off. That's why in New York, I be ready all the time. Like, every day I be ready for the bullshit. But I don't never run into no problems. That's why I'm here to tell y'all that you ain't really gotta fight, and you ain't really gotta get into no shit. You just gotta be willing to get into some shit if you have to. If all hell break loose, bitch, we gonna tear this motherfucker up. But I ain't finna damn do no wrong. I ain't finna hurt nobody. I don't want to, but I motherfucking will if you play with me or if you push that damn button. But a man should respect you. That's why it's important to have respect, because if you got respect, niggas won't try you. Like, niggas used to try you back in the day, 4th, 5th, 6th grade in your mind, but niggas ain't really try you because they know. Like I said, if a person want to fight you, that mean they think they can fight you. That mean they think they can beat you, and they look at you as weakness. Because always remember, like he said, 2 vipers ain't gonna get in the pit. Like, 2 gangsters is not gonna fight each other. You might find that once in a blue moon, but nah. 2 motherfuckers that really about that life, that really can fight, they ain't gonna do that shit. It always gonna be one fucking with the other type shit. Fucking with the weak one.
That's home. I spent 14 to 21. I think throughout those 7 years, I probably had 20 fights. Wow. 20 fights. Before then, I was the kid who my cousin said, wait till my little cousin come over here. I'm gonna get him on you. So they bring me over there because I was a brave heart. As a kid, size really don't matter if you're brave.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't have the rationale to be afraid when you're brave.
That's true. Yeah,
as a kid.
I agree fully.
So I was a brave heart. How I got in trouble is wanting to fit in with the older guys.
That's a fact. Wanting to fit in with the other guys. So it take a whole lot of heart and a whole lot of courage to come out and say that, like, wanting to fit in. Because if we really talk about the violence in America and the violence in the black community and why everybody fighting, motherfuckers just want to fit in, that's all. I ain't never had that problem because I was always the man, the shit, and the nigga. I was always the motherfucking man with the girls, with the fly shit. I was always a fly nigga. So why would I want to join your gang, or why would I want to join your clique, and why would I want to hang with y'all? Y'all ain't even the niggas. I'm the niggas. So I'm the nigga. So if it 15, 20 of y'all in a motherfucking crowd, like, why would I want to hang with y'all though? Like, why would I want to hang with y'all? I don't think y'all is something. Y'all ain't nothing to me. Even though y'all, it may seem like y'all get attention and popularity off that gang shit, but y'all doing the wrong thing. My grandma raised me to do the right thing, so I'm not. So that's why I ain't never want to fit in, bro. Even when niggas was getting money, selling dope, doing the wrong shit, robbing and stealing, and all the girls like that shit, I'm like, man, y'all bitches stupid. Y'all fucking with niggas who do the wrong shit, and y'all like crash out them. I ain't doing that shit. I could have easily joined, and they wanted me too. Them boys trying to recruit me and want me on their team. Like, nah, bro, that ain't me, bro. I'm a fly real nigga that do the right thing. Y'all ain't that. We different. You know what I'm saying? You do the wrong thing, I do the right thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm a fly nigga that do the right thing. You a half-ass fly nigga that do the wrong thing. That's 2 big different shits, bro. 2 different things.
Mom did work. When I got out of school, my mom was going to work. She worked at General Motors. She worked the night shift. She got dinner on the stove. She giving us instructions.
Them boys
leave your homework out. Wash them dishes. Don't go outside. Don't answer the door for nobody. I'm gonna call if it's time. Make sure y'all answer some call. And so when she got home, we didn't do that. She wake us up out our sleep. I thought I told y'all. So she tried to be a disciplinary, but she was a single mother who had to go to work. When she went to work, we outside.
Got it.
With no parental supervision.
In Arlington.
So
who were the older guys you hung out with that taught you something?
My older cousins, my brother's friends. And then once I started gravitating in middle school, because of the culture. So we went from wearing MC Hammer pants.
Yep.
The baggy MC Hammer with the Giorgio Bertini shoe with the gold tips on them. We went from doing that to abruptly from wearing polka dot shirts, silk shirts, pumps in the bunch, bikini draws, like to Dickies and Killers now.
That's right.
We abruptly did that.
I remember Dickies. I remember the Dickies.